Hey guys, Jaws Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beast Freezer. So, here he is in his alt mode, or one of two alt modes. And yeah. So, anyways, yeah, for those who don't know who Freezer is, well, he's one of the Terracons, and he's kind of like a Battlemaster, sorta. Yeah, I mean, we don't know too much about him. You know, we've seen some renders of him. Might have seen him in the background of some of the trailers, but that's kind of it. Not much is known about Freezer, other than, well, the figure we got right here. And yeah, so based on that, he might be a Battlemaster of some kind, sorta. Yeah. But either way, he works for the Terracon, so yeah, he is a Terracon, and we will look at him. I don't know what else to say. There's no terror pun I could put in because I don't know what to put in. But yeah, so anyways, here he is in his turret mode. And yeah, so as you can see here, it's a pretty odd looking turret. It's clearly just a robot full out into some turret thing, and yeah, it's pretty dumb. But anyways, I guess we'll take a look at the details up close. I will say, though, for a core class, he's got some not only great details, but even some nice paint. It's pretty premium looking, I guess. I could even go that far. Yeah. So he got some nice paint here, like a metallic brown, sort of. And yeah, it kind of gives off like a little rust effect. Yeah, and then he has, well, that will be his robot mode chest. And of course, you can tell those are his arms. Yes, he does what? He does have 4 arms, so yep, that's right, he's just like General Grievous. And yeah, General Kenobi. And he has other arms here. And yeah, he has, well, obviously, you can tell what parts are, are which, and of course he got his head right there. That's like the only thing hidden. Everything else is exposed, so yeah. Especially in this mode, his legs are exposed because he's just sticking them out. But yeah, that's that. Like when I first got this, it's like when I decided to transform it, it's like, okay, so am I configuring this right? Because the way this is all done, like the other mode that we'll get into in a bit, like that I mostly knew for sure because there's places to tab in. But like with this mode, it's like, especially with the legs, it's like, what? In a way, I knew what to do, but it's like, okay, you sure this is what I have to do? But yeah, so there's that. Not really too much going on here, so yeah, pretty simple and basic. So yeah, but anyways, now for the size comparison, we'll just do one here with his Wavemate RC, and yeah, because I mean, who really wants to see the comparisons with this thing, besides RC here? So there is that. My apologies to those who do want to see the rest of the comparisons, but I'm just not going to do it really for this guy here, besides RC. Hey, at least you got one comparison, so yeah, but so there is that. Oh, and also before we move on, let's take a look at his packaging. So as you can see, yeah, Terracon Freezer, Transformers Rise of the Beast. You can see there's a little museum right there in the background. That's the museum that's in the movie. You got Transformers Rise of the Beast, and you got Freezer in that same museum. He's just like, or something, or he's like, I don't know what sound he'd be making here. This is a core class. He's a Terracon, of course. And you get that same artwork. And then on the back, you get the product shot right here, the CGI render, and then 12 steps. And that is pretty much it for that. Since obviously core class figures technically don't come with backgrounds except for the ones that they already have. They don't give descriptions about the whole thing. I mean, not even character bios. They don't do that. But oh well. So I mean, I don't think there's really much going on with Freezer here, though. So yeah, that's it for this mode. So now let's get into his other mode, which I will reveal what it is right now. It is a gun mode. So not surprising considering he's got the whole thing here. He can be a turret, so he can also be a gun. So, in order to do that, it doesn't take too many steps. So what you want to do first here, though, is use, there's like a little tab here, and then there's a slot here on, well, it will be the shin in the robot mode, but for now it's just that. So you just want to bring that forward, and then bring down the foot, and then there, like, the little knee thing goes into between the toes, and then just, like, clicks in there. And so now you got that done right there. Now what you want to do is you want to bring up the arm and then just rotate it around, and then there's a tab right here and that goes into the slot, and you just want to make sure it's all lined up, and then you can tab it in, and there you go. And then next for this arm, you just want to swing this around, rotate here as well, a lot of rotating with the arms, and then there's a little tab right here by the hand, and then it goes into the slot right here, and you can bring that in, and there you go. That's that one half, and then you basically do the same thing on this side, so I'll go a bit quicker here. And you just put this in here. Come on. Let's go in. Yeah, you have to line it up a lot. It's like, I know what I'm doing. It's you have to line up quite a bit here. Come on. It wasn't tricky the other one. Okay, and I think the leg just popped off. There we go. Yep, the leg popped off. And this one's a bit easier. Mostly. Hopefully. Don't want to jinx myself here too. You want to put that in there. Why is it so much harder the second time? It was pretty easy the first time. And there we go. So then I got that done, but we are not done. There's one more step, and it is, and so what you gotta do is you gotta go underneath here, and it's so, guys, this is like very hard. This step right here is like so hard. It's extremely hard, and what you gotta do is you gotta flip down this little piece right here, and that's what you have to do. Jeez, so hard. I was swaying a lot. Yeah, so this game, yeah, all I have to do is flip this down, and there you go. Now you got the little handle here, and now he is a gun. Hooray! But yeah, taking a close look, it's pretty much what we saw before here. As you can see now, you can tell it's just a robot folded up into a gun. That's basically what this is right here. And yeah, a lot of the same stuff we've seen before. Again, his head's still hiding here. And yeah, it's not a whole lot there. So what you could do is you just bring in, Battle Trap right here. He's a Terracon, fell Terracon, so why not? But anyways, so what you could do is here is simply take Freezer here, and you can attach him into Battle Trap's hand. And there you go. Now he's this awfully big gun. It's, yeah, you can barely bend your elbows with this thing, but there you go. Him in gun mode. Hey, it's a thing. It exists. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, but anyways, let's get right down into the transformation for robot mode. So, starting off, what you want to do here, let's focus here a bit better. So yeah, what you want to do is you just want to obviously untap all arms from here, then untap the arms from the legs, and then flip back in this, handle piece right there. And then next, you just want to bring up this piece here and just bring it back, and then hey, it's the man. It's him. And then you just want to bring down this can piece right here, and then fold this all back, and then close that up, and then bring it back all the way, and they'll snap pretty nicely. Then next, just disconnect the toes from the knee, and then untap this here, and just kind of, straighten it out. The leg, the straightest you can get the leg isn't even straight, so yeah, and then straighten that out. And yeah, so now you got the legs done, and basically the top two arms are already done. You just gotta do the bottom arms, just rotate them around. Oh, and the arm popped off. And yeah, so once you got that all done right there, now you have your Freezer in his robot mode, and or her. I mean, I don't think they've confirmed the gender. It might be he, but I don't know. Watch it. This ages like milk, but yeah. So here's Freezer in what I'm assuming is his robot mode. And yeah, I mean, I know this is robot mode, but the part I'm assuming is it he or she? Well, I'm assuming it's a he, but anyways, so here is Freezer, and yeah, pretty Pretty wild, wacky, whatever you want to call it. It kind of gives me 2007 Frenzy vibes, sort of. I mean, it's not just me. A lot of people are getting that vibes from this guy right here, because small, skinny, evil character. So yeah, even the artwork on there, like his face kind of looks like how Frenzy's did. But yeah, but anyways, let's take a look at the head sculpt. You'd see pretty, at the very least, a unique looking head sculpt right there. And yeah, so he got his teeth there, and he got his 4 eyes, and yeah, of course, he's got that nice paint. Again, for a core class, this is great paint. Not saying like they all have bad paint, but this is like the paint that they used and like the areas they used it just looks, almost premium. And yeah, so there's that. Yeah, on the back, stuff we've seen before. So yeah, he has odd proportions, obviously, but it gives me a pass because I don't even know who this character really is besides his fashion and what he turns into and all that. I don't really know. It's accurate mostly, but from what I've seen based on the CGI renders. But again, I still don't know too much about this character. So yeah, and nor should anyone else besides the people who've worked on the movie, specifically the director and writers. But yeah, but yeah, there's that. So anyways, now for the forgot focus. Yeah, now for the articulation. His head is on the ball joints that can move side to side. He can look up, not really down. Arms do well. Yeah, of course he's got forearms here, but since they're all the same. Well, these two are the same, and then these are the same, but they still got the same movement. So, so yeah, his shoulders, all 4 of his shoulders do move. They're all on ball joints. Like you can move them out and back and forth all around. A bend at the elbow thanks to the ball joint, so you can get a more universal movement in there as well. No wrist swivel, no waist swivel, as expected. Legs can kick up this far, back that far, out that far, and can bend inwards. And then, of course, ball joint here at the feet, so they can move back and forth and side to side just a little. And yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Not a whole lot, but at the same time, kind of a bit because, of how many arms he has. But for the most part, it's pretty limited, I'd say, especially with the head. I mean, you can move it around, but it still feels mostly limited. So yeah. But anyways, now for let's first get straight up first. All right. So anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with his wave mate RC, roughly the same size. Here he is with Bumblebee. That's right. The robot mode will do a bit more comparisons since they're more proportionally similar than like let's say his gun mode, turret mode compared to like cars and beasts and stuff. Here he is with Battle Trap, a fellow Terracon right here, and finally here he is with Eraser and Sheetor, and let's make sure Eraser's all straightened up, and yeah, so there you have that right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the robot mode size comparisons. And there you guys have my review of the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beasts Freezer. And yeah, I guess a pretty neat little figure. Not a whole lot to him. I mean, besides him technically being a triple changer and having, some nice play value. Apparently, you can also combine, his turret mode and integrate that with the back of Scourge's truck mode, which, once I take a look at Scourge, then, I'll show that out, show it off. But yeah, there's some cool play values to this guy. But besides that, I do like the details and the paint stuff, especially like the paint. Looks really nice again. Very good for a core class figure. And the articulation stuff is pretty good for, the most part. It's not the greatest, but it's still pretty good. And yeah, there's a lot of cool things you could do with this guy. Now, is it worth the buy? Well, I mean, if you want to get everything from Rise of the Beasts, especially in Studio Series, then, obviously, yeah, it's pretty essential. But yeah, either way, I think it's pretty neat little pickup, especially, for like 10, $11. Our core cost figures around for, I think it was about 10, $11. Pretty nice little buy, pretty fun. I'd say this might be even a little bit better than RC. Because RC, I really liked her alt mode. And the Royal mode was fine, but, if you check in my review, I did have some little gripes with it. It's, I think we all know that it's not a great robot mode, but it's, but with this guy, he looks mostly how it should and stuff, and, yeah, just really neat little figure, and that's kind of all I have to say, so, yeah, so, those are my thoughts on Freezer here. So anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.